It's a charm for protection. Not only is it a charm for protection, it represents the third eye that's open in your brain. Because now that our third eye is open, we can understand all the wickedness that surrounds us in this world. We understand that we are gods in the flesh and we walk in our power, okay? Listen, magic is the art of sorcery, magikos, of the word magi, to use the use of charms, spells, and rituals. Rituals meaning something that's done regularly, over and over, in seeking or pretending to cause or control events, like the weather, or somebody's death, or harm to somebody. Listen. Or govern certain natural or supernatural forces. Sorcery. Listen. Witchcraft. Such charms, spells, etc. Any mysteriously, seemingly inexplicable or extraordinary power or influence. Magic of love, like I told you. We all been under it. Listen, the art of performing skills of producing baffling effects or illusions by sleight of hand. That's your magicians. You see the rabbit? Now you don't. He's in the hat. He's gone. You see the dove? It's gone. Listen. Sleight of hand, concealed apparatus. Conceal means to hide. So it ain't just showing you tricks. It's a person who walks in this power that conceals it and hides it, and you don't know it. Watch. To you. And this is why I don't listen to certain preachers. Man, I have so many preachers on my timeline. Boy, I go right past that shit. Exit, not interested. Exit, not interested. If I'm watching it in the TV, boop, 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 I go on past it. Listen, magic is the general term for any of the supposed arts of producing marvelous effects by supernatural or occult power. Occult means what's hidden. Listen. And sorcery implies magic in which spells are cast, listen, on charms, or charms are used, usually for a harmful, I just said this, usually for a harmful or sinister purpose. Witchcraft for women, the use of womanly wiles. A woman can bewitch a man with her hips, with her lips, with her twists, how she moves, how she looks directly into your eyes. That's why back in the Bible was telling you in the book of Proverbs, don't be taken by her beauty. Don't look into her eyes. She can bewitch you. Boy, the woman, he was a warlock. He was a wizard. The definition says he wizardry by men, remarkable skills, cleverness, etc. He was clever. Got them people to drink this stuff, and the ones that came to the realization, what the hell going on? He had them shot down. Killed all them people. They followed after them. That's the world we living in. Now let me explain something to you. Listen. That's what we seen. It says see magic. Now, we at 29 minutes. We making good time. Next definition was witch doctor. Witch doctor. Among certain tribes, especially in Africa. They were right, especially in Africa, right? Stop it. Witch doctor. Among certain tribes, especially in Africa, a person who practices a type of primitive, which means old, ancient, out of date, medicine involving the use of magic and witchcraft, etc. Now, with that being said, notice they put medicine and magic and witchcraft all together. That's what I'm explaining to you now. Like I said, we all use it, and you don't know that you're using it. You're a spiritual, godly being. See, this is the outside of, this is the suit that you're in. But who you are, your bar, your car, nobody can tell the difference between the bar and car except for God, the creator. Let's say it like that. Okay? The bar and the car, that's who you are. This is your flesh. This is the suit you wear while you here, okay? Because you can't live here without this suit. That's it. But we all use this because we're godly beings. So if your heart ain't right, like they preach that, like what they preach in ancient Kemetic spirituality, the weighing of the heart, if your heart ain't right, you'll become the person using your powers wrong. If you're a woman, you're using witchcraft. If you're a male, you're using cleverness, craftiness. You're like a warlock or a wizard because you're thinking negative thoughts to hurt people, or you thinking things that, and this stuff really works. See, y'all living in La La Land don't think this is real. This stuff really happens. Now, they said witch doctor. Among certain tribes, especially in Africa, a person who practices a type of primitive medicine. This is the leopard society. I'll put it on the screen for you. It says the leopard society, leopard men. And when I'm talking about leopard, I'm talking about like the animal, the cat with the spots, related to the jaguar, the cheetah, the lion, that family, the panther, all that. Leopard society, leopard men, and Anyato, Eniyato were names used for one or more secret societies. Listen, so that this was a secret society. Listen, this in Africa, they said, that operated in the West and Central Africa approximately between 1890 and 1935. It was believed that members of the society could transform into leopards, these animals, through the use of witchcraft. The presumably earliest reference to the society in Western literature can be found in George Benbury's Sierra Leone, or The White Men's Grave, 1888. In Western culture, depictions of the society have been widely used to portray Africans as barbaric and uncivilized. So, needless to say, we don't have to go into no argument with that. A white person wrote that because the name of the book was The White Man's Grave. Them going in Africa is the white man's grave, because they said it was dying when they got it. In Western culture, depictions of the society have been widely used to portray Africans as barbaric and uncivilized. So they're gonna always speak about witchcraft when it comes to Africans or them doing some type of harm, and they don't even understand what it was used for. If you're using it, if it was used right, it was medicine. You can go out there, pick any of those herbs and from the earth, blend it and mix it, like Imhotep and them was doing, and heal somebody. Say some words over them, because there's life and death in the power of the tongue. They stole that out of Africa. Man, they stole everything out of Africa. Ain't nothing original over here. Ain't nothing original that they gave us. Not even your name. Now, with that being said, them white folks seeing them doing this and practicing that stuff, oh, that's demonic, that's witchcraft. If your heart is wrong, your heart ain't right, that's witchcraft. If you're a woman, if your heart ain't right, that's witchcraft. That's wizardry or working in cleverness and being a warlock. That's wickedness if you're doing it and your heart not right. Now I said we will read one scripture. I'm at 35 minutes. Let's bring this thing to an end. We're going to the last book of the Bible. Everybody know that book. But let me show you something interesting. I told you, I know I have a purpose. I'm supposed to be here. This is the Sefer. So the words that's in this book is written in what they call supposedly Hebrew. Well, the book for Revelation, look what it says. Revelation is spelled Chozan. Kazan, look at that. Chozan, you see that? I've been in the book, boy. I've been in the book. Let's see it again. Hold on, let me lean forward so you can see that. Look at that. They wrote it, right? Why is it talking about sorceries and saying that people would not turn away from it? That's what the word repent means. They would not turn away from it. Let's read it again. That's Chazan, Revelation, the 9th chapter, the 20th verse. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils. Listen. And idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see, nor hear, nor walk, neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. Now, like I said, That's why when I see a preacher and it comes on my timeline, I turn right past that mess. I don't want to see that shit. Because guess what? The sorceries and the spells that you are under, it's got names. It's called Christianity. It's called Islam. It's called all these different religions. They're spells that you have been bewitched by. Yeah, till you take a moment of silence for that. And that's why it's in the last part of the book. They all been bewitched. We have all been bewitched by some woman, some pastor, some religion, something we were taught. We've been bewitched by it. Didn't know no better. Here at the Third Eye Open, the NKOSI channel, if you want to know the truth, that's what we're here for. I ain't here to argue about what color you are, what nation you from, what God name is, who the rich. I ain't here to argue about none of that. What I'm here to tell you is this. The best way I can explain it to you is good and evil. It's dark and light. Let's explain that. Let's get to the real purpose of what's going on. A lot of you under spells, and because you're under a spell, you don't understand what's going on right now. You don't understand that the power that's going to set you free is already inside of you. Because you're under a spell to keep you intact, to keep you controlled. You've been bewitched. And the way you can get unbewitched, get the spell broken off of you, is to come to the understanding that there is a spell on you. Somebody put a spell on you. And you're going to have to break that. And when it's broken, that third eye is going to come open and you're going to understand clearly, just like I understand what I'm saying to you right now. All right? Look, man, with that being said, I got to bring this to an end. Hey, man, if I said something that touched you, I hope I said something that opened up your third eye. I hope the Most High opens up your third eye, that you'll be able to see everything clear for what it really is. Hey, man, I need you to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can know whenever we dropping something. Like I always said, man, this is good ground. You can plant a seed. I guarantee you'll get it back 100-fold. Until next time, I catch you.